A beef against beef. In New Delhi, the price of a burger has grown surprisingly steep. Just ask Maslam Ansari, a cattle trader in the town of Balamath. This part of India has been struggling with violence over the question of diet for years, with recent upticks in strife during the past 3 months. In this atmosphere, beef can cost a person their life. The gods disagree on what animals are fit for human consumption, and clashes between the 14% Muslim minority in India and devout Hindu cattle protection vigilantes are inevitable. While India remains the world's largest beef exporter as a whole, there are many regions where those killing bovines, or suspected as such, can find themselves dangling from a rope. This was the fate of Ansari, a 32-year-old cattle trader, and his partner, 13-year-old Imtiaz Khan, the son of another cattle trading resident of Balamath. But these two deaths only sparked greater conflict. The discovery of the bodies provoked a violent uprising, causing the injury of 6 policemen in the Lehatar region of Jharkhand, according to a Hindustan Times report. The Marxist Communist Party of India weighs in on the issue by blaming the violence on a sustained communal campaign at the behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, which some believe is part of a wider political strategy to inflame sectarian bigotry and influence a much-anticipated election cycle in 5 states over the course of the next 2 months. BJP Secretary Ashok Kumar of the Jharkhand unit calls this an unfortunate incident, vowing that the government will take strong action against the culprits, but the Communist Party blames the state government for failing to protect minority rights despite local protests in the affected regions. In the absence of a resolution of the conflict from on high, the continued religious strife has become a political weapon to polarize India's voters. Not so basic life principles. Our clients are telling the same story that happened over and over again, according to attorney David Gibbs III, representing a group of 18 plaintiffs in a lawsuit against the Institute of Basic Life Principles, an evangelical ministry suffering from condemnation from without and from allegations from within. IBLP has lost accreditation from the Evangelical Council for Financial Accountability, based upon a failure in its standards of governance. Governance in this case serves as a placeholder term for rampant molestation and sexual harassment. The current lawsuit leveled against the Institute has been snowballing for 2 months, as additional plaintiffs are added to the pool of accusers. At the center of the storm is Bill Gothard, leader of the tarnished ministry whose financial struggles incurred a loss of $4.6 million last year. Gothard's supporters vow to vigorously defend themselves against the alleged lies of the troubled youth that the IBLP has deliberately sought out over the years. The troubles of these troubled youth may have been caused in part by the IBLP itself, amidst claims of abuse during their programs. Muddying the waters further, Gothard has advanced a notion documenting how Gibbs himself has actually defended the IBLC in 2015, potentially creating a conflict of interest. User comments on the DiscoveringGrace.com website dedicated to defending Gothard cites a letter from attorney Glenn Gaffney threatening a $1 million lawsuit against the victims of this sexual abuse, coming from a minister that has previously declared that Christians should never sue one another. 2 of the victims of the alleged molestation were male. Seeking honor and dishonor. In the large city of Chennai in southeastern India, 5 men are in police custody for their involvement in the brutal honor killing of a 22-year-old engineering student and the honor head injury of his 19-year-old wife. Mr. V. Sankar, born to one of the many untouchable castes in India, and young Kausala, born to the powerful Thevar caste, fell for each other in college and married 8 months ago against the wishes of Kausala's family. Earlier this month, 3 men on a motorbike approached a happy couple on a busy market street and attacked them, hacking Sankar to death with sickles and gravely injuring Kausala. Needless to say, it was her own family that attacked her and robbed her of her beloved, having somehow convinced themselves that love is dishonorable and that bigotry and murder would restore the family honor. One of the girl's uncles has participated in the attack, and although she blames her father, he has proclaimed his innocence. The young man's father reports that the couple had received death threats from Kausala's family from the very day they were married. The 19-year-old widow is said to be recovering from her physical injuries. It will presumably take some time before she recovers from the loss of her husband.